Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippensville and Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John M. Neese Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Eisenhower High School. This is high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network. I'm Alan Siebert with you tonight for the second game of the Eisenhower Lady Knights volleyball season. Season got underway last week with an impressive 3-0 victory over the Oil City Oilers. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team to play. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection, oilcountrycrates.com. And again, I'm Alan Siebert. Welcome here for the Warren Tire Center Drive to the Game. The Warren Tire Center makes sure you get the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. Again, as I said, this is the second game of the young season. Eisenhower enters the game with a 1-0 record in dual matches, as does their opposition tonight, the Iroquois Braves. Iroquois started their season the same night as Eisenhower last Tuesday, and after a 6-11 mark in 2024, they won their season opener 3-2 over the Seneca Bobcats. That game included they were trailing 2-1 and then had a dominant fourth set victory, 25-8, before pulling away in the final fifth set to 15, winning 15-12 and getting off to a 1-0 start. So one of these teams tonight will get off to a 2-0 start, and that's about all you can look for this early in the season, as these games will get more and more important as the season goes on. Taking a look now at some of your WCCBI players to watch. Find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about at WCCBI.org. For Eisenhower last week, Paisley Lawson, the junior, had a strong game, was named our Icy Inc. Player of the Game. And if warm-ups are any indication, she's going to be a main part of the program here tonight. Also, the one thing that the Knights do get back today, Marley Rechtenwald, a player who came over from Youngsville, she missed the season opener, and she is on the court tonight wearing a face mask for some protection, so probably dealing, my deduction tells me, with a facial injury. But we'll see if she can get involved as the Knights, almost said Eagles, try to get off to a 2-0 start on this young volleyball season. We're going to take a quick break right now, and we'll get back to you with some Howard Hanna Professionals keys to the game and continue our pregame show after this quick commercial break.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
If you want to enhance your skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now's the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Registration for the 2025-26 Youth Leadership Program for students in grades 6 through 8 is now open. Secure your student spot today. Make 2025 the year you take the next step with a phlebotomy course, professional development seminars, a welding course, and a scam prevention seminar. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register now. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Welcome back to high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network and your Venango County view of the court. Your view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There is always something to see and do in Venango County. VenangoCountyPAs.gov. So as we welcome you back inside John M. Neese Memorial Gymnasium, where the Eisenhower Knights are set to take on the Iroquois Braves in high school volleyball action. Going to get the starting lineups here in just a minute. Before we do that, we're going to pause briefly for the playing of the national anthem. And when we do come back, we will take a look at who's going to be starting on the court tonight for both the Knights and the Braves. And as Eisenhower Steve Younger finishes the announcements, we're going to go ahead with the national anthem here before we get underway tonight. Right, and that national anthem tonight was sung by Eisenhower volleyball player, sophomore number 11, Meredith Smythe. Nice job, Meredith. Shook off the nerves and nailed the national anthem, and now we're going to get ready for starting lineups for the Iroquois Braves. Beginning with the sophomore, number 3, Paisley Cook. Junior, number 14, Caitlin Keffer. Junior, number 7, Addie Lewis. Junior, number 2, Lillian Carnes. Junior, number 5, Natalia Cruz. Junior, number 10, Riley King. And a senior, number 9, Karina Reichard. And a senior, number 1, Ashlyn Fisher. And now we turn our attention to the homestanding Lady Knights. 1-0 on the season, and the first one introduced is sophomore, number 11, Meredith Smythe. Sophomore, number 3, Peyton Matson. Number 6, our icing player of the game last time out, junior Paisley Lawson. Number 17, junior Alana Bird. Senior, number 16, Lexi Pascuzzi. Senior, number 12, Rachel Lux. Senior, number 7, Layla Edwards. Senior, number 2, Lainey Font. And senior, number 10, Riley Robinault. It's your lineup tonight for the Eisenhower Knights as they try to start this season 2-0. It's a reminder that tonight our scoreboard is our Rouse scoreboard powered by Seneca Generation. Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering your home, powering our community. We're just about set to get underway between the Eisenhower Knights and the Iroquois Braves here at Eisenhower High School. Come inside the AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. So both teams huddled up, getting ready to break their huddles and start this important second game of the season. As we said, both teams coming off a victory. Eisenhower was a 3-0 winner over Oil City a week ago tonight, while Iroquois had to battle back from a 2-1 deficit for a 3-2 victory over Seneca. And here in just a moment, we'll see which team has won the right to serve. They're going to check the lineups here real quick, and then we'll get underway with our Elwood National Forge first set. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. And it will be the Braves starting out tonight with junior Caitlin Keffer doing the serving. Keffer's first serve is a good one, but it's deep, and that's going to go out of bounds. And Eisenhower is going to score the first point of this match without breaking a sweat. Meredith Smythe's going to start serving for the Knights, as Marley Rechtenwald checks out. Riley Robinault will check in off the Knights bench. Smythe's serve is over. Set nicely and killed there by number 1 Ashlyn Fisher for Iroquois off of Layla Edwards and out of bounds, and Iroquois has its first point of the match. Junior Addie Lewis now steps to the serving line. Sends it over where Font settles it. Pascuzzi outside to Robinault. Robinault with one of her patented moves. Nice little lob over the net. Eisenhower retakes the lead here and gets service back. And it will be Peyton Matson doing the serving this time around. Matson's serve is a good one. Pascuzzi this time back to Smythe. Smythe sets it outside for Robinault, who sends it over. Kill attempt there by number 2, Lillian Carnes. And ultimately the ball will fall on the Eisenhower side of the net, and things again are tied up at 2. So we have a pretty back and forth start here. Neither team able to get a run going yet here in the Elwood National Forge first set. Sophomore Paisley Cook now to serve for the Braves. Settled by Robinault. Pascuzzi back to Robinault. Robinault again with the lob. It falls into Eisenhower's favor. And the Knights again keeping with the trend of this first set. Back and forth we go. It's now 3-2. As Paisley Lawson checks in for the Knights, as well as number 12, Rachel Lux, will enter the game for Layla Edwards. And it'll be Lux doing the serving here. Lux with a strong serve. Iroquois able to settle, and Fisher's kill attempt goes out of bounds. And for the first time in this first set, we have back-to-back points scored by one team. Eisenhower now up 4-2. Lux's serve, again, a good one. Hard to return that kind of heat. Hard serve there by Rachel Lux. Comes away with the ace and a 5-2 Knights lead. Strong start for the Knights here on their home court. Another strong serve from Lux. This time Iroquois is able to continue things, and that attempt at a shot there by Karina Reichard went out of bounds long. Not by much, but it was, and Eisenhower's clicked off 4 straight points and has a 6-2 lead. So Lux comes into the game right to the service line, and now Eisenhower's reeled off 3 straight points as that one goes into the net, and service will go back to the visitors here in Iroquois. And Fisher will do the serving. Her serve. Smythe did a great job there to keep things alive, and Font with a really hustle play just into the mats. It's like she comes up a little worse for the wear, but feeling okay now. That's good to see. That was a hard hit, and point goes to Iroquois. Ball right back to Font, over to Smythe, and now Bird returns it. Lux leaves it for Bird. Bird with a tip. And they're going to say that Bird was in the net. Or no, Iroquois was in the net. So Eisenhower will end up getting service back after that. And Riley Robinault will have a chance to extend her team's early first set lead. And that time, Riley King's shot goes into the net, and now Eisenhower has doubled up Iroquois 8-4, matching the biggest lead of this Elwood National Forge first set for the Knights. And too much gas there from Robinault. Iroquois wisely lets that one go. And will take service back as Rechtenwald checks back in for Robinault. Robinault showing her muscles to the crowd here after serving that last shot a little too far. Being number 9, Reichard for Iroquois, doing the serving. Nice block by Bird. Lawson was there as well. They'll try again, and that block will end up allowing Eisenhower to come away with the point. As Matson checks back in for Bird. And Lainey Font, the senior, comes to the service line for her first time tonight. Font serve. Kept alive by Smythe. Matson back to Smythe. Nice defensive play there by Iroquois to avoid the ace. That one's out of bounds, though. The hit by Addie Lewis falls by the wayside, and Eisenhower is up to a 10-5 lead. And Iroquois is going to go ahead and take a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com, that's Ross Becker. Take a 30-second break and be right back with you. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Welcome back to Eisenhower High School and high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network. I'm Alan Siebert. Eisenhower with a 10-5 lead in the first set. Lainey Font serving for the Knights. And Paisley Lawson tries the little chip shot over the net. And that kill attempt by Riley King goes long, and it's again a point for Eisenhower as they extend their biggest lead of this first set. 11-5 now in favor of the Knights. Couple straight service points from Font. She'll try to make it 3. Good placement there, but a nice job returning the ball by Paisley Cook. Font shot there goes into the net, and the service will go back to Iroquois. Riley King serving as Lillian Carnes checks in for Paisley Cook for the Braves. And there's one of the few service errors of this first set. Immediately gives service back to the Knights as They have a 12-6 lead as Layla Edwards checking in for Rachel Lux and Alexis Pascuzzi into the game for Paisley Lawson. And Pascuzzi is going to do the serving here. 6-point lead for the Knights. Nice serve from Pascuzzi. Iroquois goes to work on getting the ball back over the net. Nice block again there by Layla Edwards, fresh off the bench. An even better job by Iroquois to return the ball, and Iroquois gets service back. So from what I've seen so far, two evenly matched teams, both at 1-0 in dual matches this season, looking to make it 2-0. And it's Caitlin Keffer with the serve for the Braves. Pascuzzi outside to Edwards. Edwards with a kill attempt, and she does just that. Iroquois got one hand on it, but that was enough. And Eisenhower doing a good job here in this Elwood National Forge first set of not letting Iroquois run any points together. Robinault's back in for Rechtenwald as she takes a seat. Smythe's serve is in. Iroquois let it go, hoping it would be long, but Smythe comes away with the ace, and it's 14-7 Knights. Their early season successes seem to have carried over at least into this first set. Smythe again with the serve. Kill attempt by Fisher. Nice job at a dig there by Pascuzzi, but it just wasn't quite enough. Iroquois scores the point. Natalia Cruz out for the Braves, and Karina Reichard, the senior, back in for Iroquois. Addie Lewis with the ace for Iroquois. Kind of fell into no man's land there, and it's 14-9. And that might be the first time in this first set that Iroquois has been able to run a couple points in a row off. So Lewis will try to make it 3 in a row here. Smythe settles it. Pascuzzi sets it for Matson. And they're going to call a carry on Iroquois there. And Eisenhower's got the service back and a 15th point in this opening set. 15-9 as Bird checks back in for Font. And Matson serving again. Nice serve. A lot of heat on that one, but Iroquois is able to return it. Smythe did a good job to save that one outside to Robinault, and Robinault had a nice kill attempt, but it's a little bit too long. And Iroquois comes away with the point. Now 15-10 in the Elwood National Forge first set. Eisenhower's hung around this 5-6 point lead since the midway point of this set. Paisley Cook serves. Robinault now with the kill attempt, and she just hammers it home for the Knights. 16-10 now. Robinault with a strong first set. Made a couple standout plays for the Knights and helped them to the 6-point lead they have here in the opening set. As Rachel Lux checks in for Layla Edwards, and I believe that's going to mean Lux is going back to the service line. Ran off 3 or 4 points in a row for the Knights earlier in this set. Lux with the ace, goes off Addie Lewis and out of bounds, and Eisenhower's got a 17-10 lead. So a couple of seniors, newcomers to the Eisenhower program, coming over from Youngsville, adding to the success here in the first set. Another strong set for serve for Lux, rather. Font settles it. Lux sets it up outside for Paisley Lawson, and Lawson kills for the Knights. 18-10 now in favor of Eisenhower. And it's going to cause, well, maybe, I thought it looked like Iroquois was thinking timeout, but no, they're not going to take a timeout here. And Lux will try to keep the momentum going for Eisenhower. And she got a little too much on that one. Goes deep and gives the service back to the Iroquois Braves. But Eisenhower inching closer to that magic number 25. It's 18-11 with Ashlyn Fisher serving for Iroquois, and she immediately serves out of bounds as well. So right back to the Knights' favor, 19-11. And Robinault set to serve for the Knights. And that's the third serve in a row from both teams that has gone long. So right now, 3 straight service errors combined for each team, and it's 19-12. Rechtenwald checks back in for Robinault as Kiana Reichard sets the serve for Iroquois. And we had some miscommunication there. Eisenhower caught a couple players looking at each other. The ball falls between them, and now the Knights watch their lead shrink to 6, 19-13 in the opening set. And it looked like Reichard stepped over the line on the serve. So an unforced error there gives Eisenhower a point. And it's 20-13 in favor of Eisenhower. Font serving for the Knights. Ball goes over. Settled by Cook. He set it outside to Addie Lewis. Nice dig there by Font. Smythe gets the ball on the outside, and a little too long. Ball goes out. Nice kill attempt there by Smythe, however. But despite the great effort, service will go back to Iroquois. Knights 20, Braves 14 in the Elwood National Forge first set. Riley King serving for Iroquois as they try to erase this 6-point deficit. And that's an ace for King. Ball looked like it was going to go long, but it stayed in, and Iroquois got the lead down to 5 here. As King will try to do it again, 20-15 in favor of the Knights. And for the second time in the last 2 service attempts, the player was over the line, and Eisenhower will get service back. It's 21-15. Scoreboard here in the gym showing 21-14, but I do believe it's 21-15. It's also possible that our scoreboard operator is off. That scoreboard operator being myself. Pascuzzi will try to get 4 straight points here, so it really won't matter ultimately if the Knights can walk away with this first set. Pascuzzi's serve is up. Nice dig by Font. Smythe sets it outside to Layla Edwards. Some strong defense shown by the Knights here, especially Lainey Font here early. Font keeps it alive for Rechtenwald. Rechtenwald over to Edwards, and there was nothing Edwards could do with that. Iroquois gets the point, and it's 21-16. Serve long there. Another unforced service error for Iroquois. It's 22-16 in favor of the Knights. I'm going to go ahead and take the score back down to 22-15 just to match what's official here in the building. If they change it, I'll change it again. 22-15 now, unofficially. Edwards sends the ball over. Her and Font with some friendly fire there. Iroquois able to get the ball over, and Font sets it to Pascuzzi, who sets up Matson. Matson able to put the ball down. It was returned, but unable to get the ball over, and Eisenhower moves within 2 points of an Elwood National Forge first set victory. Meredith Smythe, the sophomore, serving here. And a nice push there by number 14, Caitlin Keffer. Smart play for the Braves. Gets the Iroquois Braves within 7, 23-16. Addie Lewis serving again. Right to Font. Font gets it to Robinault. Robinault now over to Pascuzzi, who gets it over. And that one served into the net, or hit into the net by Lillian Carnes. And now it is set point for the Knights, 24-16. And it'll be sophomore Peyton Matson serving for the set for the Eisenhower Knights. Won the first 3 sets of the season over Oil City, looking for a 4th in a row to start the year. And that'll get just that. Matson with the ace to finish the first set. And the Eisenhower Knights win the Elwood National Forge first set, 25-16. Take a short break and return for the second set. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome back to Eisenhower High School, where the Eisenhower Knights just won the Elwood National Forge first set, 25-16 over Iroquois. So we now prepare for the Verischetti Holdings second set. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti & Son, Inc. Find out more at verischettiholdings.com. So Alan Siebert back with you at John M. Neese Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Eisenhower High School. Eisenhower has now won their first 4 sets in dual matches of the year. Won the opening 3 over Oil City and a victory last Tuesday, and now have jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the opening set of tonight's match with Iroquois. Strong first set from Riley Robinault. Made a couple key plays there. And also Rachel Luck, strong service game in the opening set for the Knights. Looks like Marley Rechtenwald has the ball for the Knights and maybe our first server of the second set. Officials checking the rotations on each side here before we get underway in the second set. Well, we have a break. We'll remind you that today's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. So here we go with the Verischetti Holdings second set. And Eisenhower's strong defense picks up where they left off. That was Alana Bird with a beautiful block at the net. Absolutely denying the attempt of return by Iroquois, and the Knights have a 1-0 lead. And Marley Rechtenwald follows it up with an ace, and Eisenhower's got the first 2 points of the set. So a couple quick service points from Rechtenwald, and the junior will try to make it 3 in a row. This one is settled by Iroquois. And a nice play at the net there by Addie Lewis. Ball rolled across the top of the net and ultimately fell on the Knights' side of the court. It's 2-1 here, with Caitlin Keffer opening serve for Iroquois in the second set. That ball right to Lawson, outside to Matson. Matson's a kill attempt goes into the net, and we're tied at 2. Keffer's serve goes long, and Eisenhower will limit it to 2 straight points and get service back here. Layla Edwards is going to check in for Meredith Smythe. And Paisley Lawson will serve for the first time tonight for Eisenhower. Lawson's serve almost hit the top of the net and went over, but ultimately bounced back, and we're all knotted up at 3. As Natalia Cruz checks out, and Karina Reichard checks in for Iroquois. Addie Lewis serving. Again, this one goes long. And that's been a struggle here early in this, really both sets for the visiting Iroquois Braves. Some unforced errors on the serves. And now Eisenhower's gotten the serve back to Alana Bird with a 4-3 lead. Bird, strong serve. Iroquois has to do a lot of work to get it back over, but they do. Matson settles for Rechtenwald. Rechtenwald tries to put it where no one is and does just that. Perfectly placed ball there by Marley Rechtenwald, and it's 5-3 in favor of the Knights, with Bird getting attempted a second straight service point. Nice serve, nice dig out there by Reichard. Now Reichard with the kill attempt, but Paisley Lawson's there defensively. Bird's shot has Iroquois on the run, and ultimately looks like number 9. That's Karina Reichard into the net for Iroquois. And it's 6-3 now in favor of the homestanding Eisenhower Knights. Bird, another difficult serve right to Robinault, who had a chance at the kill, but this one dug out by the Iroquois defense. Outside, Matson tried to drop it in the middle, but again, Iroquois there. And the kill attempt by Fisher goes into the net. Eisenhower's got its biggest lead of the second set, 7-3, 4 straight service points for Alana Bird. Each of Bird's serves have been very hard to return, but Iroquois again up to the challenge. Rechtenwald leaves it for Edwards. Edwards with the push. And not much Edwards could do there. The ball was coming down, couldn't tell what side of the net it was going to be on, and ultimately fell right into her lap. Did the best she could with what she was handed there, but unfortunately for the Knights, service will go back to the Iroquois Braves. Paisley Cook serving for Iroquois. Here's her serve. Caught the top of the net, and again, bad luck for Edwards. Last one fell into her lap. That one hit the net and fell on the floor in front of her. 2 great efforts, but not much she could do, and it's 7-5 now in favor of the Knights. Cook serve settled by Font. Now to Rechtenwald, and Matson unable to play the pass from Rechtenwald, and it's 7-6. One of the few times tonight the Braves have been able to rip off 3 or more points in a row, and it's got them right back in this Verischetti Holdings second set. Cook with the serve, ultimately will go long, and that run will end at 3 points as Eisenhower gets served back, 8-6. Lux and Pascuzzi checking back in for the Knights, while Matson and Rechtenwald will go to the bench. And it'll be Alexis Pascuzzi serving for Eisenhower as they try to build on this second set lead. Pascuzzi hit the ball to Cook, and it was a difficult return. Nice placement there by Pascuzzi, and it's 9-6 now in favor of the Knights. Pascuzzi's serve is up. This one is controlled by Iroquois. Nice job by Lawson to keep things alive. Font gets it to Pascuzzi, has to get it over, and she does. And both teams playing great defense on this round. Nice job by Edwards. Iroquois got a hand on it, rolled across the top of the net, and ultimately fell on side of the Iroquois Braves, giving the point to the Knights, and it's 10-6. Pascuzzi, a strong serve. It's been the case most of the night for the Knights. And that kill attempt by Fisher ultimately goes out. And again, Eisenhower comes away with a point. That's 3 in a row, and they have their biggest lead of the set, 11-6, here in the Verischetti Holdings second set. Pascuzzi serves. Reichard with the kill attempt, but Font's there to save it. Outside lead for Edwards, and Edwards with the kill. Nice spike there from Layla Edwards. Oh, they're going to say no, she was in the net. And despite a great effort from Edwards, the point will go to Iroquois, and it's 11-7 now, with Ashlyn Fisher taking over service for the Braves. Font to Edwards. Now Font has to get it over, and she's unable to. And that's another point for Iroquois, 11-8 here. So it looks a lot like the first set. Eisenhower, couple point lead, kind of going back and forth with it, and that one's out. And that's going to put Layla Edwards up for a turn to serve. Already leading 12-8 here. Edwards' serve is a good one. Cook plays it for Iroquois. Outside to Reichard. Pascuzzi diving attempt, and Edwards' attempt as well, but Iroquois gets the point, and it's 12-9. I'm a little ahead of myself with the score there. Ball going back over to Iroquois now, and Karina Reichard. Lawson to Pascuzzi, back outside to Lawson, but a block there by number 10, Riley King, with the block for Iroquois, and the Braves are within 2. It's 12-10. So a little momentum here for the Braves as they try to even this match at 1 set apiece. Eisenhower won the first set 25-16. Reichard to Font, Pascuzzi now passing outside to Lawson, and Lawson this time gets it over the net, but it's too wide, and the lead is down to 1, 12-11 in favor of Eisenhower. Eisenhower faithful trying to give a little encouragement here as the Braves have gone on a bit of a run. Pascuzzi for Robinault, and Robinault's able to slam it down. Eisenhower gets control of the game back. Robinault really had a strong game so far, 13-11 now in favor of the Knights as she checks out and Bird comes back into the game. And the senior Font will do the serving here. Ball is returned outside. Lawson's got a chance for a kill here. Nice job by Cruz. An even better job there by King to return it. Ball's right at the net. And the ball fell out of bounds, but it was after the Eisenhower player went into the net, and Iroquois takes serve back, 13-12. So the Eisenhower student section trying to give some encouragement to their team. It's 13-12. We got a back and forth score here in the Bereschetti Holdings second set. Meredith Smythe with a nice control of the serve, and now Font sends it over. Kill attempt here for, I believe that was Addie Smith. Nice job playing it off the hoop there by Lainey Font. Nothing that Iroquois could do with that one. Eisenhower ultimately gets the point and maintains their slim margin of their slim lead, here in the second set. Rechtenwald checking in for Rachel Lux. And Rechtenwald is going to serve. Rechtenwald serve. Nice job there. Addie Lewis got a hand on it, but it was went off the ceiling in the gymnasium and fell to the floor, and Eisenhower's got a 3-point lead as they try to get out, carve out a little bit of an advantage here. Had one earlier, but watched it evaporate. Now going to work on getting it back, and Rechtenwald's doing her part. Another strong serve. Ultimately, the Braves are able to get it across. Rechtenwald leaves for Bird. And again, another great defensive play by Iroquois. Rechtenwald for Bird. Bird tried to lob shot, but Keffer was there. Font goes to the floor to keep things going. Now it's Lawson's turn. Good volley, an important point here in this set. And I don't know how, but the Knights kept things alive and are going to come away with the point. It looked to many people in attendance that the ball hit the floor, but ultimately it did not. And a little bit of a question there from the Iroquois coach, but ultimately the point does belong to the Knights. And Rechtenwald's serve falls in. It's an ace for the Knights, whose 1-point lead is now up to a 5-point lead, 17-12, here in the Veriskety Holdings second set. Rechtenwald to Cruz, and now Iroquois does return the ball. And again, they do a little bit of work on the floor to keep things going. And ultimately, it will end up being their point once more. 5 straight points reeled off by the Knights here, as a 13-12 lead has turned into an 18-12 lead for the Knights. And it's going to force an Iroquois timeout. It's a Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back with you here on the YDL Sports Network.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, where the Knights have turned a 13-12 advantage into an 18-12 lead. However, that serve by Rechtenwald goes long, and service goes back to the Braves as they look to get back into this Veriskety Holdings second set, facing a 2-0 deficit if they can't. Serve by Caitlin Keffer goes into the net. Service immediately goes back to the Knights, and it's 19-13. Meredith Smythe will check out. Layla Edwards is back in for Eisenhower as Paisley Lawson takes a place on the set line, ready to try to build on this Knights lead. Cruz settles for Iroquois. Outside hit to Addie Lewis, and Lewis comes away with it. Nice kill there by the Iroquois junior, and it's 19-14. And after the nice kill for Lewis, now she'll step to the service line and try to cut into Eisenhower's edge. Font settles. Ball outside to Edwards. She's met at the net, but it stays on Iroquois' side. One chance to get it over, and they do, but there's Font. Rechtenwald to Edwards. And the push. It will fall in. That's an important point for Iroquois. That was very close to being out, but ultimately the ruling goes in favor of the Braves. And it's 19-15. Both teams struggling to grab firm control of this set. Most of the match really been back and forth. Addie Lewis serving for Iroquois. Lawson's there to corral it. Back to Font. And that one goes into the net, and the lead's down to 3. 19-16 in favor of the Knights. Lewis's serve this time goes into the net, so an unforced error will give Eisenhower control back as Robinalt checks back in for Font. And Alana Bird, who had a strong service round earlier in this set, will take her turn serving at an important time in this set. Nice job there by Iroquois. That was a fast serve, and she managed to settle it nicely. But now Eisenhower, look at that job there by Layla Edwards. Edwards with a nice play, got way above the net there and sent that ball to no man's land. Eisenhower comes away with the important point, and they lead 21-16. Bird's service game's been strong all night. And much like I did in the first game against Oil City, I may have said that at the wrong time. That one goes into the net for an Iroquois point, and it's 21-17 with sophomore Paisley Cook taking her turn to serve for Iroquois as they try to avoid a 2-0 hole here in this match. Lawson, Rechtenwald, finally to Edwards. Good defense by Iroquois to keep things alive. Reichard there, sends it back to Eisenhower's side. And the kill by Peyton Matson. Nice play there by the sophomore. Found the empty spot on the floor and sent it home. And Eisenhower moves within 3 points of a 2-0 lead here in the match. So they try to win their 5th straight set to open the season. Rachel Lux and Alexis Pascuzzi will check back in as Rechtenwald and Matson will go to the bench. And Pascuzzi's, I believe, going to be the server here. Here's the serve from Pascuzzi. Controlled by Iroquois. Paisley Lawson again there on defense. Edwards with the kill attempt, and she's got it again. Strong second set here offensively from Layla Edwards. Has made a couple nice plays, and it's 23-17 Eisenhower. 2 points away from a 2-0 lead and a victory here in this Veraschetti Holdings second set. Not quite enough muscle on that one for Pascuzzi. Iroquois gets control, and it's 23-18. Fisher's going to serve for the Braves. Bird did a great job keeping it alive. Pascuzzi as well. And now play settles a bit as we look for who's going to gain an advantage on this volley. Edwards again with a nice play there. Pascuzzi to Robinault. Robinault with her tip shot, and it worked to perfection. 24-18, and the Knights are here at set point. And that sends the Eisenhower student section into a chant for Riley Robinault as they are 1 point away with Layla Edwards serving from taking a 2-0 lead. And that one's going to go into the net, and Eisenhower has its 5th straight set victory to start the season. 25-18, the Eisenhower Knights jump out to a 2-0 lead in the second set. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the third set. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Veraschetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Welcome back here to John M. Neese Memorial Gymnasium at Eisenhower High School, where the Eisenhower Knights have a 2-0 set lead on the Iroquois Braves. Alan Siebert with you here for the second volleyball matchup of the season. Eisenhower clean sweep 3-0 over Oil City a week ago, and now leads 2-0 here as we get all set up for the Acrisure third set. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of your daily local and the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/Mid-Atlantic. And before we get underway, another reminder that today's game is being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic, medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment. So Eisenhower has the 2-0 lead. Iroquois the other night was down 2-1 in their matchup with Seneca, and ultimately came back. So Iroquois had their backs against the wall before and will have to win 3 straight sets if they want to come away with a victory tonight. And it'll be Eisenhower's job to try and stop them. Eisenhower coach Lori Pascuzzi going over some last-minute adjustments before this third set gets underway. So those adjustments are complete, and we'll get underway here. I think Iroquois is going to have the serve to start the third set. At least as of now, they're holding on to the ball. So there were a lot of questions coming into this season about, how the team would come together. You had a lot of Eisenhower players welcoming in some strong Youngsville players, and we're only 2 sets into the second game, but so far the returns have been great for the Knights. 3-0 victory over Oil City in the season opener a week ago, and then up 2-0 tonight, trying to finish off Iroquois here. Rotations are all set, and we're going to get underway with the Acrisure third set. And the first set of the match is long, and ultimately is going to start out with an Eisenhower point. 1-0 Eisenhower here in the third set. Knights trying to figure out who's going to do the serving here to start things off in the third. Peyton Matson will get the first crack at serving for the Knights. Matson's serve is fast but low and into the net, and it's tied at 1 as we have a service error for each team to start the third set. Matson will check out now, and Pascuzzi will check back in as Addie Lewis will serve for the Braves. Lewis's serve is up and over. Bird settles it. Rechtenwald back to Bird, and Bird hits the ball into the net. Iroquois got one of its first leads of the night, albeit early here in the Acrisure third set, 2-1. Iroquois on top. Lawson settles that one. Rechtenwald back to Lawson. Lawson with a nice kill, caught the top of the net, and it killed the ball just enough to fall to the floor. And we are all tied up at 2. And again, the Knights trying to figure out who's going to serve here. And it looks like that honor will go to Robinault. Robinault serve into the net. Had a couple long earlier in the match, but that one not quite enough juice. It's 3-2 Iroquois, with Paisley Cook taking over as the server for the Braves. And that's kind of been the story of this set so far. Service errors, a couple for each team, and it's now 3-3. Rachel Lux and Meredith Smythe checking in for Layla Edwards and Marley Rechtenwald. And Lux will do the serving. Nearly another service error there, but it does go over. And now Iroquois got a return. Bird and Pascuzzi run into each other. Lux keeps it alive for Smythe. Smythe gets it over, and the point continues. And a nice return there by Riker for Iroquois goes off Pascuzzi's hands, and Iroquois maintains its slim margin here in the Acrisure third set, 4-3. And it'll be Ashlyn Fisher serving for the Braves. Her serve controlled by Bird. Lux, now Font needs to get it over and does. Kill attempt there by number 10, Riley King. Sends it in, it hits the line, it's in, and Iroquois got its first lead of 2 or more of the night in a set. It's 5-3. Fisher serving again. Font, Lux, and now Lawson with the kill attempt. Iroquois playing like its lives are on the line, which they are here in the third set, down 2-0. Bird's got to send it over and does, but it's long, and it's 6-3 now as Iroquois has its best run of the night, as they have a 3-point lead here in the third set. Seven to 3 now in favor of Iroquois, and the Knights facing some of their first adversity of this young season. We'll have to see how they respond. Fisher's on a roll serving, and it's 7-3. Pascuzzi's able to settle it. Lux sends it out to Smythe. And Smythe, I believe Iroquois thought she was in the net, but Meredith Smythe able to get the point there for Eisenhower, and that definitely stopped the bleeding. 4 straight points for the Braves, but now it's Bird serving in a 7-4 Iroquois lead. Bird to Lux, Lux to Smythe. And again, good defense by Iroquois. Bird, nice job to stave off the king kill there. Lawson's going to keep it alive, and back and forth we go with this volley. Ultimately, the net unkind to Iroquois there. It's 4 hits, and Eisenhower's got a 5th point, 7-5 Iroquois in the Acrisure third set. Bird been one of the better servers all night. Again with a strong serve, but Iroquois is doing a great job to return right now. Smythe with a kill attempt. 4 hits for the Knights, and Iroquois gets control back, 8-5. Karina Reichert serving for the Braves. Font sets it, and Lux over to Matson. Great movement by the Knights, and Lawson with a nice job there. Hit the ball into the Iroquois, fell into no man's land. 8-6 now. And after the strong play defensively, Lawson will step to the service line and try to get the Knights closer to the lead here in the third set. Difficult placement there. Addie Lewis made a great effort, but really nothing she could do to avoid being in the net. And it's 8-7. And this is as close as the Knights have been since the first few points of the set. Lawson, nice serve. Outside to Lewis. Robin Alton Smythe were both there at the net, but ultimately nothing they could do. And Iroquois is going to get the serve back. 9-7 now. Number 4, Abigail Whitney, serving for the Braves. Strong serve. Lawson kept it alive. Bird back to Matson. And nice job there by Lillian Carnes. Sent the ball down to the surface, and after watching their lead shrink to 1, it's now back up to 3. Iroquois with a 10-7 advantage in the Acrisure third set. Abigail Whitney, first time serving tonight, the sophomore. Steps to the line, another strong serve played by Bird. Lux leaves it for Smythe. And Smythe, nice job, but a little too long, and that lead back to 4 for Iroquois. It's 11-7. So a couple straight points for Whitney here for Iroquois, and she'll continue her round of serving. And an unforced error by the Knights, 12-7 now, and that is the biggest lead of this Acrisure third set and the biggest lead of the night for Iroquois as they look to stave off defeat here in the third set. Bird with a smart decision there to let the ball go. And it'll get service back for Eisenhower as Layla Edwards and Marley Rechtenwald will check in for Eisenhower. And Paisley Cook checking back in for Iroquois. Lux and Smythe will sit for Eisenhower, and Rechtenwald will serve. Served well in the second set, which ended up being a 25-18 victory for Eisenhower. But that one's going to go into the net, and immediately it goes back to Iroquois, 13-8 now. So the Knights kind of getting some of their own medicine here in the third set so far. They started out with a slim margin in each of the first 2 sets, ultimately went on to win, now find themselves in a 5-point hole here. And make that a 6-point hole as the serve by Natalia Cruz. Or excuse me, that was Caitlin Keffer makes it 14-8 in favor of Iroquois. Keffer serving again. And things kind of falling apart here for the Knights in this set. And head coach Lori Pascuzzi is going to take a timeout and try to get things settled down here. It's a Rossbecker Insurance Group timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Actually, no, we will not. They never started the clock for the timeout, and the teams are already back on the court. So we'll stay here with you and welcome you back into the Venango County View of the Court. Your View of the Court tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There's always something to see and do in Venango County. VenangoCountyPAs.gov. So 15-8 Iroquois. Down 2-0 in the match. But as a reminder, they were down 2-1 against Seneca the other night and came all the way back. And the timeout didn't do much to help the Knights there. A return error, and it's 16-8. Now it'll be Keffer still serving. Bird keeps it alive. Rechtenwald to Lawson. And Lawson can't get it over, and this has been a serve to forget, or a set to forget for the Knights so far. Font's going to check in for Bird. And not over yet, but a big hole to get out of for the Knights here if they want to win this in 3. Font, Rechtenwald, Robinault. They do return the ball. Ball off Matson and out of bounds, and it's a double-digit lead, 18-8 now, as the Iroquois has definitely turned things around here in this third set. And this is what they did the other night. Facing a 2-1 deficit and facing a loss, they ran off a 25-8 win in the fourth set against Seneca. That ball goes off the top of the net, and Eisenhower will get service back, but they got a long way to go. 18-9 as Bird checks back in for Font, and Robinault will step to the service line. She's going to have to click off a few good serves in a row here if the Knights want to get back in this Acrisure third set. And it will not be Robinault serving. It's actually Matson that's going to be serving. It's a nice one, but it is returned by the Braves as they've done most of this third set. Layla Edwards there with the block. Robinault right there with her. And it's 18-10 now. So the Knights have taken the first steps in getting back into this. Faced a 10-point deficit. Got it down to 8 and continue to try to chip away here. Matson with a strong serve. It'll turn into an ace. 18-11 in favor of Iroquois. And now it's Iroquois that wants a timeout. So now it's Iroquois' turn for a Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strive to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back with you. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to take a moment to tell you about my friend Paul Burdick. Paul is the Dean of District 9 Photography, and he is here to serve your needs with action photos, team photos, and so much more. Paul has shot everything from Little League through the pros and is a regular at PIAA championship events and Penn State football. Find out more or buy a photo at pburdick.smugmug.com. Are you looking for an upcoming, young, energetic photographer to shoot your team or individual athlete? Then contact Anima TV today at 814-594-5783. Anna's work has been used in many publications over the last few years, including right here on the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at animatvphotography.com.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, where the Eisenhower serve just went long, and Iroquois got control back 19-11. With Addie Lewis, who ran off some points earlier in this set, stepping up to the line. Eisenhower trying to get his defensive alignment under control. Lewis's serve controlled by Lawson. Rechtenwald leaves for Edwards, who sends it over. Falls right in between a trio of Iroquois players. And Eisenhower gets the point, 19-12, and Font will serve. Iroquois. Acrisure third set. Laney Font with a nice serve. And nothing they could do there. It was a nice return from Fisher for Iroquois. Went off of Lawson and out of play, and Iroquois moves within 5 points of a set victory and extending this match. It's 20-12. Nice serve there by Kylie Miller. A couple different names for the Braves in this set, and it's working so far. And they're going to call a carry on Iroquois there, and that's a big call. Gives the ball back to Iroquois, or Eisenhower, excuse me. 20-13. Meredith Smythe checks in for Marley Rechtenwald, and Rachel Lux will come in for Layla Edwards. And Lux will serve. (20-13) in favor of Iroquois in the Acrisure third set, trying to extend this match to a fourth set. And now we have a question of the rotation at the officials table. There's been some confusion on this Eisenhower side, especially for the last few points, trying to figure out where everybody is in the rotation. And looks like we've got everything straightened now, and Lux will go ahead and serve. Strong serve. Paisley Cook there for Iroquois, though, to settle things. And the kill attempt by Reichard goes long, and Eisenhower, once down 10, now down 6, trying to make one last push to finish this thing in 3 sets. And that serve by Lux goes long. It's 21-14 in favor of Iroquois now. Creeping closer to a victory here in the third set. Ashlyn Fisher serve for Iroquois. That one goes long. Eisenhower gets another chance. And unfortunately for the Knights, 21-15, they're still in this, but they can't go point for point at this point of the set. They're going to need to run off some points in a row here, and that starts with Alana Bird serving. Bird with a great serve, but again, Iroquois there. Smythe keeps it alive. Bird went after it, couldn't get it. Iroquois got a 22-15 lead. Number 6, Mariah Douglas checking in for Addie Lewis. Lux to Lawson. Lawson with the lob shot. One more chance for Iroquois to get it over, and they do. Lux to Lawson. Either team able to get an advantage on this point. Font to Lux. Cook got it back, and again, Iroquois. A tough place, number 10, Riley King. She's really come on here in this fourth set. 23-15 in favor of the Braves. And we may be heading to a fourth set here as the Braves are on the brink of extending this match. Smythe, perfect placement on that kill attempt, 23-16. And Paisley Lawson to serve for Eisenhower. Lawson serve. It's a good one, but it is maintained. King had the kill attempt. Eisenhower scores that point, and it's 23-17. Lawson's going to have to reel off several points in a row here 23-17 in favor of Iroquois in the Acrisure third set. It's a deep one, but Cruz is there for it. King with the kill attempt, but blocked by Robinald. Iroquois, though, able to maintain advantage and get it over. Robinald, perfect leave there, but Keffer was there. Teams going back and forth here. And ultimately, Smythe's kill attempt goes into the net, and it's set point for Iroquois, 24-17. Lillian Carnes checks in for Paisley Cook, and Iroquois is 1 point away from forcing a fourth set. Abigail Whitney serving. Good serve. Lawson steadies it. Lux passes outside to Matson. Matson, that ball's in, and it's 24-18. And Rechtenwald will serve now. It is set point for Iroquois. Rechtenwald serve over the net. Iroquois with the push. Lawson saves it. Rechtenwald, the drop shot. And a block there by number 2, Lillian Carnes. That's set point for Iroquois. They get the 25-18 win here in the third set. And we will go to a fourth set. We'll take a quick break as the teams will prepare for that fourth set, and we'll be right back with you. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, Iroquois just won the Acrisure third set, 25-18, to extend this match to a fourth set. This is the Generational Wealth Management fourth set. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwn.nm.com. Today's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. So we get ready for the Generational Wealth Management fourth set. Iroquois stealing some momentum back. Mentioned in the pregame show, they were down 2-1 to Seneca and came away with a 3-2 win. And now down 2-0 against the Knights. They've got it to 2-1. And are looking for victory to even this match and send it to a deciding fifth set. And I believe Iroquois is going to have serve to start the fourth set. So the Knights are back out on the court. And I guess it will be Eisenhower. Thought I overheard the ref say it was going to be Iroquois' serve. But I see Marley Rechtenwald was just given the ball, and she's standing at the service line as they check the rotations. as we get ready to start the fourth set. And again, we have questions with the rotation on the Eisenhower side. Not quite sure what the problem is. So we have a small delay here as they try to figure things out. So sorry for the delay, folks. The officials continue to try to figure out the rotation for the Knights to start this fourth set. A lot of confusion here. A lot of confusion in the third set as well, it appeared just visually from where I sit. I think they had some problems with the rotation and, of course, turned into some troubles on the court as the Knights dropped their first set in a dual match this season, 25-18, to extend it to this fourth set. So bear with us, folks. We'll get this figured out as they delay continues here in the fourth set. Sorry. Edwards in for Lawson now. I think the entire Eisenhower team's been out on the court to start this second set. Rechtenwald was in, came out. She's back in now. And I think we're finally ready to play volleyball here in the fourth set. Alexis Pascuzzi will serve. I believe Eisenhower is getting a warning for the delay here with the rotations. Font's in for Bird. Bird comes out, and I think we're finally going to play here with Pascuzzi serving. Cruz settles it. Side, first point of this set. Each team that's won the first point tonight has gone on to win the set, and the Iroquois got this set's first point. They have a 1-0 lead, and they'll take serve here. Keffer, the server. Smythe saves it. Pascuzzi outside to Edwards. Edwards with the kill. Eisenhower needs a little momentum, and Edwards doing her part to give it to him. And Meredith Smythe, the sophomore, will now serve. They're still trying to get the rotation down here. Robinald in for Rechtenwald. And here's the serve from Smythe. Goes over. Fisher. Now Font settles it for Eisenhower. Pascuzzi outside to Edwards. And Edwards, I believe, foot over the line. That's going to go to Iroquois. Edwards made the play, but the pass put her in a tough spot, and she didn't have a lot of room to work with. And her foot did go over the line. It's 2-1 now. Addie Lewis checks in for Mariah Douglas. And Lewis will serve with the Braves having a 2-1 lead in the fourth set. Font settles it. Pascuzzi back to Edwards. It goes into the net, and it's 3-1 Braves. So the Braves' story of their early season has been the fact that they don't give up. And they certainly aren't doing so tonight. They were down 2-0, have got it to 2-1, and have an early lead here in the Generational Wealth Management fourth set. Eisenhower point, Iroquois in the net. Eisenhower needing every break it can get right now. It's 3-2. And the Knights will get set back, looking to regain some momentum in this match. They had it all after 2 sets, but really since the end of the second set, not much has gone the way of Eisenhower. Matson serve into the net, and the Eisenhower struggles continue. It can change that quick. Eisenhower went up 2-0, had won all 5 sets, and now firm momentum of this match with the Braves. Kylie Miller, the senior, checks in for Lillian Carnes, and Miller will serve. Iroquois with the 4-2 lead here in the 4th set. They serve, Smythe settles it. Pascuzzi able to get it over. And a nice play there by number 9, Karina Reichard. Riley King was there as well. And Iroquois 5-2. Again, jumping out to an early lead in this set, much like they did in the third. Robinault settles it. Pascuzzi to Font. Font sends it over. And it'll fall in between the Iroquois players. Eisenhower wins the point, 5-3. And they need to find a way to run off some points here. That's something they did in the first few sets, running off multiple points time after time to get slim leads that turned into bigger leads. And they have been unable to do so since the second set ended. The officials getting kind of upset with the Eisenhower bench here because of the rotations. $12 for 7, and Lawson had already checked in for Pascuzzi. So Lux will serve. 5-3 Braves in the 4th set. Trailing 2-1. Eisenhower looking to close out this match. One that they at one time had firm control of. Fisher's kill attempt into the net. Eisenhower's got another point. It's 5-4. The Knights trying to even out this set. 5-4. Nice job diving there by Font. Again, a pass placement left Lawson in a bad spot. There was nothing she could do. She went after the ball, but crossed the center line, and it'll be 6-4 now in favor of Iroquois. And Ashlyn Fisher, who had some good serves in the 3rd set victory, that one not going to work as that one goes long. Eisenhower's got served back, 6-5. Rechtenwald in, Robinault out, and Rechtenwald will serve. As again, the Knights try to even out this match. Credit to Iroquois. They've done a good job. They've refused to go away and have played much better defense as this match has gone on. Font settles to Lux. Lux passes to Bird. Bird gets the play off the net, but Iroquois able to settle it. And we continue with the point. And Riley King had the right idea there, found an empty spot, but it was out of bounds, and the Knights even things up 6-6 here in the Generational Wealth Management 4th set. Rechtenwald serve. Friendly bounce off the net, but settled by the Braves. Rechtenwald with the dig. Lux outside to Smythe. And again, the pass placement, just not what the Knights need. Iroquois gets the point and retakes the lead, 7-6. Seven in for 6 for Iroquois. The score is 6-7, and my kids are laughing. If you have a kid, you probably know why. Some dysfunction there in the back row by the Knights. That one miscommunication. Iroquois 8-6. They have the lead now. And just some mental errors by the Knights. Things falling apart here a little bit. Still not too late, but they're going to have to get the momentum back if they don't want this to go to a 5th set. Lawson with a nicely placed shot. It's in. Eisenhower point. Paisley Lawson with the play. 8-7, and the Knights get service back. Font still serving. And King's kill attempt goes into the net. We're once again tied up. Second tie of this fourth set. 8-8. Eisenhower trying to take control of this fourth set. Lainey Font doing her job. That's her third straight service point, and Eisenhower's got its first lead of the fourth set and first lead since the end of the second set. So maybe things settling here a little bit for the Knights. We'll see if Font can run off another point here. The serve is good, settled by Cruz. Rechtenwald with the dig. Lux passes outside to Lawson. And the placement again, just not there. It's tied up at 9. So Abigail Whitney will do the serving here. We're all tied up at 9, and that serve's too long. 10-9 in favor of Eisenhower. Layla Edwards will check back in for Rachel Lux. And Pascuzzi will also come in for Paisley Lawson. Eisenhower with the 10-9 lead in the fourth set. Pascuzzi serving. Good serve. Nice dig by Font. Font really turning it on late. Layla Edwards gets the ball over. And again, a nice defensive play by Font. Rechtenwald keeps it alive. Meredith Smythe gets it over, and the point continues. Now both teams playing with a sense of urgency. Peyton Matson there had a kill attempt, but Douglas had the save, but Douglas ultimately with the hit into the net, and Eisenhower's got an 11-9 lead. First time you can say that Eisenhower's had the momentum since the second set. That one over to Fisher. Douglas, nice block at the net by Matson, and Edwards. Stonewall there at the net, 12-9. Both Matson and Edwards there getting in the way of the return. And that's the biggest lead of the fourth set. Knights up 12-9. Pascuzzi's serve is long, and Eisenhower gives service back to the Braves. Caitlin Keffer. And we have a quick timeout for a fixing of the uniform. Keffer serving for Iroquois. Rechtenwald to Edwards to Pascuzzi. 12-10 here. And the kill attempt by number 2, Lillian Carnes for Iroquois, is long, and Eisenhower regains serve up 13-10. Robinault checking in for Rechtenwald. And Smythe, the sophomore, will go to the service line. Smythe, nice serve. Iroquois there for the return, though. And that one out of bounds off of Fisher for Iroquois, and it's a 14-10 lead as Eisenhower tries to pull away here in the Generational Wealth Management fourth set. Smythe serving. Perfect placement. The return's out off Fisher, and it's 15-10 in favor of the Knights. And that's going to cause a Ross Becker Insurance timeout by the Iroquois Braves. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker. Take a 30-second break and return right back here with you. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network. Back here at Eisenhower High School. Alan Siebert on the call for Eisenhower and Iroquois volleyball. Eisenhower just got its 16th point of the Generational Wealth Management fourth set and have a 6-point lead. Smythe's serve into the net. That lead quickly down to 5. It's 16-11 in favor of the Knights. Leading 2-1 in the match and trying to put these pesky Iroquois Braves away and improve to 2-0 in dual matches this season. Addie Lewis is the server for Iroquois. Robinault sets it for Pascuzzi, back outside to Robinault. And Robinault with the hammer there, puts it home, 17-11. Iroquois got a hand on it, but they couldn't do anything with it. And now the Knights lead 17-11 with Peyton Madsen stepping to the line to serve. Her serves into the net and quickly back to Iroquois. Eisenhower can settle for trading points right now, but they'd rather not. They have this 5-point lead and would like to just sail into the sunset here. But Iroquois, as they've done all season against Seneca last week and against Eisenhower tonight, not going down without a fight. Kylie Miller with the serve. Font tries to put it away for the Knights, but Iroquois defense is there. And that attempt by Reichert at a kill goes long, and Eisenhower again said they'd settle for trading points, and they will, but they'd like to run off a few here. They lead 18-12 and are 7 points away from a match victory as Paisley Lawson checks in for Alexis Pascuzzi. Rachel Lux will check in for Layla Edwards. And Lux will serve for the Knights. Lux's serve is in. It was close, but they called it in. It thicked the line. And it is 19-12. That one was close, but that's an Iroquois line judge called it in. So 19-12, and Lux stepping up, trying to extend the Knights' lead. That's a great serve, settled by number 7, Lewis, but her return attempt goes into the Eisenhower student section, and it's 20-12. 5 points away from victory for the Knights. Momentum firmly in their corner as Lux continues to serve in the fourth set. That one off of Reichert falls to the floor. 21-12, and the Knights starting to pull away in the Generational Wealth Management fourth set. Lux doing a great job serving. Iroquois does return this time, but Lux sets up for Lawson. And a nice play there by number 1, Ashlyn Fisher. Iroquois needed that. Eisenhower was starting to pull away, had some momentum. Now it's 21-13. And service does go back to Fisher for Iroquois. Font keeps it alive. Lux passing outside to Lawson. And Lawson does her job and gets it over. Lux sets for Robinault. Robinault with the block, but then she comes back and they're going to rule that she did touch the net. It was close, but it did. And it's 21-14 now. A couple straight points for Iroquois as Eisenhower tries to get serve back and get control of this match back. But Fisher's been doing a great job serving all night. It seems to be the strong part of her game, and she has many, but Eisenhower's got its work cut out for it if they want to break serve of Fisher here and get the ball back. Fisher to Robinault. Lux crossed the center line, and that's 4 straight points for the Braves. Lux's foot did go across the center line there. It's 21-16, and the Braves, one last push here. Font, Robinault, off of Font, and things spiraling here pretty quickly for Eisenhower. Still got that 4-point lead, but Ashlyn Fisher proving to be a thorn in the side from the service line. Font keeps it alive. And it falls on the side of Eisenhower, and it's now a 3-point game. Once was 21-12. Ashlyn Fisher, 6 straight service points. And that's 7 straight service points. Things have fallen apart quickly again for the Knights. And head coach Lori Pascuzzi is going to take a Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. So now 21. Once was 21-12 here in this 5th set. Now it is 21-19. Iroquois' Ashlyn Fisher, 7 straight service points. The Knights having trouble returning the ball, and what once looked like they were cruising to the finish line, now there's a little bit of strife on the side of the Knights as they try to finish off this match. But Iroquois proving, as they've proven a lot for it being so early in the season, that they aren't going to go easy. Fisher's ready to serve. Smythe settles it, but Lux passing outside to Lawson. Ball's long, and it's 8 straight points for Iroquois, and it's 21-20. Fisher trying to keep the tempo up with the serve. Lawson, Robinault. Bird gets it over, and for the first time in a while, we'll have a volley here as the Knights look to finish this game, and a huge play by Robinault. Robinault puts it down in the middle of the Iroquois players. Not only does that get Eisenhower an important point, but it also takes Fisher off the service line for Iroquois. Fisher really, her serves have been a huge difference in Iroquois trying to get back in this game. But Riley Robinault making a stand when she needed to. Rechtenwald now serving for the Knights. They have the 2-point lead. King's attempt is returned. And Bird there with the block. Nice job by Alana Bird. Gets the Knights within 2 points of a victory. Riley King's been a force at the net for Iroquois all night, but Bird was up for the challenge there. Stonewalled the ball back, and it's 23-20. Nice play there by number 14, Caitlin Keffer. Looked like she was going to pass, just dumps it over the net. It's 23-21, and it'll be in the hands of senior Karina Reichard. 23-21 Eisenhower. 2-1 lead. There's the serve, and it's long, and it's match point for the Eisenhower Knights. 24-21, 1 point away from victory. Bird will come out, and it'll be Font serving for the match. The Knights 1 point away from 2-0. Iroquois, to its credit, has battled back every step of the way. Here's Font's serve. It's a good one. King with the kill, and it's long. And they're going to rule that it was touched by Eisenhower. It's Iroquois' point. And it is 24-22. And it'll be in the hands of the sophomore Abigail Whitney as she serves. Match point for the Knights. There's the serve. Font settles it. Lux passing to Lawson. And the ball's blocked by number 2, Lillian Carnes. It's 24-23. What a job by the Iroquois Braves. They have battled all night, but still 1 point away from defeat here as the Knights try to finish this thing off. And we are tied at 24. Eisenhower had a 21-12 lead in this 4th set. It's now 24-24. And no longer match point. It goes long, and again, it's right back to match point for the Knights. And let's see who's going to be serving for the match for Eisenhower. Pascuzzi's in for Lawson. Edwards in for Lux. And it will be in the hands of Alexis Pascuzzi. She'll be serving for the match. Another small delay here as we get things figured out. And now Pascuzzi's going to serve for the match for Eisenhower. There's the serve. And now, and it goes off Rechtenwald out of bounds. We'll continue here. Now tied at 25 in the third set. So now control of the match back to Iroquois. Caitlin Keffer will serve. Font keeps it alive. Rechtenwald, it's got to go over now. Edwards gets it over. Pascuzzi, Edwards, and now it is set point for Iroquois. 26-25, 1 point away from sending it to a deciding fifth set. And Coach Lori Pascuzzi wants a timeout. We'll take one with her. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with you. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, 2-1 in favor of Eisenhower, but it is set point for the Braves. Once trailing by 9 in this fifth set. Font to Smythe, outside to Edwards. It's long, and we will go to a fifth set. Iroquois wins the Generational Wealth Management fourth set. And we will play a fifth set to 15 to decide who wins this match. Unbelievable job by Iroquois to battle back. And now it's going to be, so we'll take a short break here. There's 3 minutes until they start this final set, and they're having a coin toss right now at midcourt to decide who's going to serve to start that fifth set. We'll take a short break and be right back with you. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, Alan Siebert with you on the YDL Sports Network. And if you're just joining us, you've missed quite a bit. Eisenhower jumped out to a 2-0 lead, 25-16, 25-18 in the opening set. Iroquois has battled back to win set number 3, 25-18, and set number 4, 27-25. That fourth set, the Knights actually led 21-12 at one point, only to watch Iroquois come storming back and set us up to a fifth set here to 15. And Iroquois won that coin toss to get control of the serve, and it'll be Caitlin Keffer serving for Iroquois to start the fifth set as we try to determine who's going to come away with victory in this second volleyball matchup of the year. We'll see if we can get the rotations down here for the fifth and final set. Senior Ashlyn Fisher came through big serving for the Braves in that fourth set. 21-12, reeled off 8 straight points. Really settled things for the Braves, put the Knights back on their heels, and now it's anybody's matchup as we start the fifth set here. And as I said, Keffer will be serving. Font to Smythe, and now Bird sends it over. Every point's going to be more and more important, and I don't know what the call is here. We've got 25, I believe, and then I don't know what the call is. Not sure what the call was there. I believe they say Bird was in the net. I didn't see it, but now Iroquois does get the first point. It's 1-0. And an unforced error for Eisenhower, 2-0. Iroquois scored the first 2 points of this match, and nice serve, Font. Smythe keeps it alive, does a cartwheel as Bird sends it over. And it's going to be out. Smythe made a dive for it, lucky not to have touched it there, and Eisenhower gets the point and leads 2-1. Paisley Lawson's going to serve. Smythe comes out. Layla Edwards in. Lawson's serve. One thing Iroquois done better since they started taking control of the match is serve return. And this time no different. Ball goes over. Lawson, Rechtenwald, now Bird. And Bird, nice attempt by Paisley Cook diving there, but the ball goes into the stands and it's 2-2. And back and forth we go here in the fifth set. Lawson serving, and that serves long. Iroquois is going to get the ball back. Now with a 3-2 lead. Addie Lewis, the junior, will serve for Iroquois. The 1-point lead in the fifth set. Lawson. What a job by Paisley Lawson to get that ball back over. So important at this point in the match. And Edwards does a great job to get that ball over. Font sends it back to Lawson. Lawson. Every point becoming more and more critical. Fisher serves it long, and that point you've got to give the credit to Lawson. Lawson went way off court on the last-ditch effort to get the ball over. Managed to get it over, and now it's 3-3. Incredible play at an important time for Lawson. And now Bird serving. Bird's had a good night serving. This is a good serve as well. And number 9, Reichert in the net for the Braves. Eisenhower's got its lead back here in this set. 4-3 in favor of the Knights as we race to 15. Bird serve. Iroquois again. Block at the net by Edwards. Eisenhower starting to settle things down. Lawson sends it over. Got Iroquois running a bit. Reichert up. And the drip shot falls onto the floor. It's 4-4 now. Font checks in for Bird. And Riley King. And 16, Kylie Miller in for the Braves. Kylie Miller's serve. Edwards settles it. Rechtenwald passes to Edwards. Nice dig there by Lewis to keep things alive for Iroquois. King's kill attempt goes into the net, and that point goes the way of Eisenhower. It's 5-4. And it really could come down to which team gets the first run of points here in the 5th set. Rachel Lux comes into the game, as does Alexis Pascuzzi for the Knights, and Pascuzzi's got the serve. Pascuzzi's serve is played by Lewis. King with the kill attempt goes long again, and it's 6-4 Knights. Whatever team does win this game is going to have to earn it. Nothing coming easy for either team. Pascuzzi's serve. Good job there by Paisley Cook to settle the ball that went off the ceiling. Edwards a kill attempt, but Lewis is there. Outside, Reichard with the kill attempt. Font keeps it alive. Edwards to Lux. Lux finds a spot on the court. Huge play by the senior Rachel Lux. 7-4 Knights. And Eric's going to force Iroquois to call a timeout. It's a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker. So Eisenhower and the Iroquois tied 2 sets apiece. We're in the 5th set, and Eisenhower has a 7-4 advantage as Iroquois just called timeout. Eisenhower happy with the early lead here in this set, but Iroquois has proven in this game that no lead is safe. Down 2-0. They came back. They were down 21-12, faced 3 or 4 match points, fought off every one. And now 7-4. Pascuzzi serving for the Knights. As this slugfest continues. Pascuzzi with a nice serve. Fisher plays it. Reichard to Font. Pascuzzi outside to Edwards. Edwards in with the kill. Big time play by Layla Edwards. It's 8-4 now in favor of the Knights. And that kill by Edwards keeps the serve in Pascuzzi's favor and the Knights as they try to build a lead. Having just said, no lead is safe though. Pascuzzi serving. Great job by Edwards. Couple huge plays in this 5th set from Layla Edwards. Really come through at a big time. Now blocked by Robinault. The ball goes out. It's 9-4 in favor of the Knights. Robinault played so strong early. Edwards coming on here in the 5th set. And it's adding up to good things for the Knights. They have the 9-4 advantage here. Pascuzzi serving again. Right off the top of the net. Nothing they could do, and it's 10-4. An ace from Pascuzzi has the Knights in control of the 5th set. 10-4. We've seen already tonight how quickly things can change, however. Difficult return from Lewis, and King into the net. It's 11-4. And Eisenhower trying to grab a hold of that momentum in the deciding 5th set. Pascuzzi still serving. Fisher sets it for the Braves. King with the kill attempt. Robinault kept it alive. Huge play at the net. And Rachel Lux drops it into no man's land. Robinault kept it alive. Lux finished it off. And the old Youngsville connection forces another Iroquois timeout. 12-4. The Knights move within 3 points of victory here in this volleyball match. And that's another Ross Becker Insurance timeout taken by Iroquois. 12-4 in favor of the Knights as they try to put this game away. What once looked like a certain victory. They were up 25-16, 25-18. Took control there in the and watched Iroquois fight back and take 25-18. And then the big comeback in the fourth set, down 9 to steal a 27-25 win. But now it's going to take another such comeback for the Braves to win this match. They're down 12-4 with Pascuzzi still serving for the Knights. Eisenhower 3 points away from starting its season 2-0. Pascuzzi to serve. Good serves. King's got it. Sends it over, and it's gonna hit the floor. I thought that the Knights had made the save, but unable to do so. And Iroquois will now look to its biggest weapon serving tonight, number 1, senior Ashlyn Fisher. She's the one that led the comeback in the fourth set. She'll have to do it in the fifth as well. Font settles it. Nice job. Pascuzzi outside to Edwards. Edwards with the kill, but Lewis is right there. Reichard with the nice drop shot. 12-6 now. Iroquois got a couple points. And if you're the Knights, those doubts have to start creeping in. You've got Fisher back there. She serves quick. She serves fast. And Lawson's attempt is stopped by Fisher. Lawson with a great dig, but it falls to the court. It's now 12-7, and here come the Braves. Got to be the last person you want to see serving if you're the Eisenhower Knights. It went long. Great decision to let that go, and it's 13-7. Just a millimeter off from Fisher having the ace and making it a 4-point game. Instead, it's a 6-point lead for the Knights. 2 points away from victory, 13-7. Layla Edwards to serve. The senior serve goes out of bounds. Iroquois got served back, 13-8. Mariah Douglas in for Addie Lewis. And Reichard will serve for Iroquois. Paisley Lawson with the kill, and it's match point for the Eisenhower Knights. 1 point away from victory again for the Eisenhower Knights. Iroquois had to fight off 4 match points in the fourth set. They'll have to fight off at least 5 here to get it back within 6, excuse me. Font serve. Paisley Cook dives. Iroquois, there's fighting off one of them. 14-9. They'll have to get 5 straight service points to extend this game. And it will be in the hands of sophomore Abigail Whitney as she serves. 14-9 Eisenhower, match point here in the fifth set. Font's there. Pascuzzi's got it. Gets it to Lawson. The block. Smythe keeps it alive. Lawson. Great play at the net by the Knights. Bird with the kill, and the Eisenhower Knights have won this game and improved to 2-0 on the season. It was a slugfest, but the Eisenhower Knights walk away with the 5-set victory here at Eisenhower High School. Your Eisenhower Knights now 2-0 on the season. An incredible 5-set victory over the Iroquois Braves here at Eisenhower High School. We'll take a break and be back with the Icy Inc. post-game show. And we'll also have an interview with your Icy Inc. player of the game. You're watching high school volleyball on the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information. If you want to enhance your skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now's the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Registration for the 2025-26 Youth Leadership Program for students in grades 6 through 8 is now open. Secure your student spot today. Make 2025 the year you take the next step with a phlebotomy course, professional development seminars, a welding course, and a scam prevention seminar. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register now. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, where the Eisenhower Knights just picked up a 5-set victory over the Iroquois Braves, 25-16, 25-18, 18-25, 25-27, and 15-9. Alan Siebert welcoming you back with the Icy Inc. post-game show. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Inc. at 814-688-0034 or visit them at icyinc.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. I'm here tonight with our Icy Inc. player of the game. Tonight it's Eisenhower senior Riley Robinault coming through, helping the Knights to a big 5-set victory. Riley, this game was a slog. You guys got off to a great start, had to face some adversity to come back. What did you continue to focus on? What went right in that 5th set? You guys got some momentum back and ended up coming away with the win.
Well, what went right is we started off really strong, and then I think after the 2nd set, we just thought it was going to be immediate win, so we just let our guard down. But they came back, they fought, but at the end we did pull off with a victory.
Yeah, and do you think that's something that can really help you guys? Obviously, it's nice to win every match 3-0. You did it last week, but this week, that's the kind of win you think that can even help you guys, in closer games as the season goes on?
It is a win where we expect every team to be good because we let our guard down really quick, and we end up pulling it back. and I'm really thankful about that. But man, we got nervous. We got really nervous.
Yeah, it definitely got interesting. Again, this is Riley Robinall, Eisenhower Senior, our IC Inc. Player of the Game. Riley, congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's going to do it tonight for your high school volleyball YDL Sports Network. We'll see you next time out. We'll be on the air this Friday night as the Eisenhower Knights open their high school football season at home at the Pasture of Pain against these very same Iroquois Braves. This is Alan Siebert. Thank you for watching on the YDL Sports Network.